All right, so now, this one right here, it's the same stuff we did for the trigonomic equations 1. It's the same stuff. So all we have to do is actually set everything up using the same rules and same guidelines that I gave you last section. So, I'm going to look at the first problem. What is the first thing I need to do on my first problem?
Set it to 0.
Set it equal to 0.
Thank you. So, 2 sine of
Over 2.
x divided by 2, and what has to happen there?
Close parentheses.
Force degrees here, close,
Minus 1.
equals 0. Very good. This goes in my calculator. Now, what does this over here tell me?
That it cannot be equal to 2 pi and it needs to be in radian.
My answer has to be in radian, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And so my interval, my window on my calculator is 0 to 360. Okay? Remember, your calculator always has to be in degrees for this to work. Okay? And then we convert the answers when I'm done. Okay, a lot of these are not going to actually come out exact, like what we previously had. On our previous thing, we had a lot of stuff that came up. My answers were on my unit circle, or I did my fractions to figure them out. You're going to get weird decimals on these that are not going to simplify. Okay? And then if you look up the answers are decimal approximations. So, I'm going to go over this one right now. You guys ready? Wow, this is on the video. Not really. Anyway, I really don't care. Okay, so now, right here. Okay, so I go ahead, put in here 2. It was sine, right?
Yeah. X over 2.
So control, divide, x
degrees
over 2. Okay, then I close that, right? And then, minus 1?
Yes.
Minus 1, there we go.
That's it.
Enter.
Hit enter.
Wow.
Wow, I'm mad.
What goes next?
Menu.
The window setting.
Change my window, very good.
4.
0 to 360.
0.
I like this stuff. This type of stuff.
We're gonna, okay, you guys gotta pay attention on some of these. They're not gonna be 0 to 360.
Oh,
0 to 420.
It'll be 0 to 180.
Oh, I mean, that makes sense.
Okay, thank you. All right, class.
Yes.
How many answers do I have here?
2.
You have 2.
Those.
Menu.
Is that wrong? And then you'll click it, click. Nice.
Okay,
But those are exact.
those are exact, but I'm just telling you, some of these you're not going to have that.
Okay.
So especially on the homework, you are going to have that. So if my answer has to be in rad, so let's go ahead. So I'm going to do my math. So it's going to be 60 over 180, right? So my answer is going to be what? No. Pi over 3, because this is the conversion to radian, right? So this is pi over 3. My other one was 300 over 180. And my answer is going to be 5 pi over 3. So, let's write our solution set. Pi over 3, right? And 5 pi over 3.
Yeah.
Why am I circling it? I already have braces around it. You guys are weirdos about the circling.
Now it's straight.
And you see, beforehand, I had no idea what the answer was.
You know these little things are called solution sets. You know, the answers.
Yeah, circling it means we're done.
It finalizes it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, aren't you supposed to technically square it? Like this?
Am I supposed to what?
Put a square around it?
Oh my god.
No, isn't that the way you're supposed to do it?
Only if you have a certain math teacher.
I was always told I had to, like, square it.
You put a box around it and you have to type the letters A and S. You have to put A and S next to that.
Yeah, I never did that.
Huh?
Oh, answer.
Okay, listen up. Pay attention again.
Listening up and paying attentioning again.
What do I got to do with this one?
Set it equal to 0.
Very good. So cosine of 2x, and then it's going to be minus cosine of x equals 0. There we go. My answer has to be
In radians.
in radians, so I'm checking that now. Cosine 2x minus cosine. So go right here. So cosine 2x degree.
Minus cosine of x.
Okay. Minus cosine of x degree.
There you go.
There you go. Hit enter. There we go. Now, does it look like I have an answer over here?
Yes.
Yes. How do I test that?
You do
-2.
Okay, so let's do that. So let's go menu, analyze, 0. And then from my lower bound, it says it right there in my lower bound. I'm just going to type in the number -2. -2. It automatically brings up a little box. I hit enter, and then I will drag it over here. There we go. So I do have a spot at 0, right? Okay, so let me see. I have another one over here, right?
Answers?
I heard something. What?
So we have 4 answers?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3.
No.
Can I have an answer here?
No.
Oh.
Can I include 0 in my answer?
My
Yeah.
calculator's being stupid.
Let's look. Right here it says 0 to 2 pi, right? So that means since there's a bracket there, 0, yes, 2 pi, no.
Parentheses, no.
Yes, parentheses means 2 pi, no. So that means 360 cannot be one of my answers. All right, so where am I at now? One more here. 240. There we go. Now, do you guys need me to do the conversion for this, or do you want to find these on the unit circle?
Just do the conversion, it's quicker.
Okay, they're also on the unit circle. So,
Some of us don't have it
so the first one's going to be what?
out. 0.
0 what?
0.
Put pi on there too.
0.
0 or 0 pi still means the same thing.
0.
Okay. Then next one's 120, right? 120 over 180.
Yeah.
So it's 2 pi over 3. And the last one was what? What was the last one?
240.
240. So 240 over 180. So that's 4 pi over 3. So 0, 2 pi over 3, and 4 pi over 3.
Nice.
They said only have one example. This is example.
2 pi over 3, right? And 4 pi over 3.
Well, he circled it.
Ooh.
That 3 looks like a Roman letter.
Huh?
What?
Sorry.
3 on the bottom, it has like, it's nice. It has like a little hat.
Okay. All right. Like I said, I kind of got to go through this a little bit quickly today because I want to give you guys time. Okay, what do I got to do to this one?
Set it.
0.
Equals 0. 4 sine, and for those people that haven't been here so they don't know what this is, so if it's a theta, what am I going to put for my calculator? X, right? So it's going to be x with the degree times cosine of x with the degree minus
Rad 3.
equals 0. And my answer in the end has to be
In degrees.
in degrees. So I don't have to do the conversion when I'm done. Let's see. So was it 4? Was it cosine x?
Sine.
Sine?
Yeah.
Sine x times cosine x, right?
Yeah.
And minus rad 3. There you go. Now, if you notice, how many answers do I have here?
1, 2, 2.
2.
Try again.
4.
There's one right here, isn't there?
1.
Because it goes above. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there's some that was left over. Remember, the calculator will automatically calculate if you have ones near your previous answer. You'll calculate those. So let's go ahead and calculate that. Menu. Who is? What's wrong? I know.
Oh, no, I'm talking to myself.
Okay. I'm sorry. Okay, so.
I'm doing the work and I messed up on the calculator.
Oh,
It wasn't
okay.
you, it was me.
Okay. I was worried it's something that I messed up on.
No,
Is
it's
it?
because when you're putting it into the calculator, sometimes it just goes on its own. So
And yeah, it actually does that enter.
It's
Yeah.
annoying.
Sorry about that, but you know what? This is what we have, and it works very, very well. So, okay, so my answer 30, 60, 210, 240.
I know.
Okay, there's the answer.
I've already got the half of that. You want me to just do the bottom?
This is easy.
You guys ready for the last one?
Sure.
We've been ready.
Yeah, what Joey said.
All right, so now on this one here, again, set it equals 0, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
So 31 to 35.
and my answer has to be
Radian.
radian. So I pay attention to that, right? That one's for the end. Tan 3x secant. Tan 3x and what was it minus plus secant or cosecant? Secant 3x close minus 2 like that. Okay. Ooh, look at that.
No, you can't split it 10 years.
Wait, why does yours automatically set the points?
It was okay. So if you heard me a little bit ago,
No, definitely didn't.
I know you're right. So okay. Anyway, if when your answer is close to the previous problem's answer, when you hit graph, it automatically is doing it. So these ones here were close to the previous answers, right?
Okay.
So it automatically has it in there.
Okay.
So if it didn't come up, so your calculator is going to do it sometimes yes, sometimes no. And so otherwise, you just hit menu 6-1, right?
Got you. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why is it that they all, like, I'm already on the homework, sorry, but they all end in, like, this, they all have the same denominator? Like, when you transfer it back to, like,
I don't know.
is that, like, a certain reason, or?
I don't know. Whatever numbers they chose for it. So. All right. So is my answer have to be degrees or radian? Okay. So 12.3. Let's try that one. So radian. So 12.3 over 180. Oh, okay. And now this is what you do from here. Multiply times pi. These ones are the ones I was talking about that actually has a decimal approximation for my answer.
So what's the answer?
This is the answer. So it's going to be, yeah, I know it's not circled. This is one of it. So it's going to be 0.2147. So let me write out my thing.
147.
So 0.2147, right? And then let's go to my next one.
Wait,
Don't you have to? Never mind.
Okay, hold on, watch. Okay, 132. So we're going to do 132 now. So 132 divided by 180 gives me that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I'm doing decimal approximations for all these, let's just do all the decimal approximation. Because you're on your homework, you're going to have to do that anyway. So times, and put in my pi. And so I hit enter. So my answer is going to be, let me see, 2.3038. So 2.3038.
Okay, got it now. Thank you.
And then next one, where's my other one at? 252. Okay, so now I'm going to do this one. So it's 252.
Even if it gives you like a simple answer, you still have to.
Yeah, I'm just showing you how to do them all. Okay, if you do one of them, do all of them. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, so we're going to have an approximation for all of them. Over 180. And then times my pi. And so that's going to be 4.3982. Make sense? On some of them, these are all radian. There actually is a symbol. You know how degree has a little degree symbol? Radian has a radian symbol too. I don't know if you guys, okay, if it matters or not, I can't remember, but all it is, where you would put a degree symbol, you just put a little R instead.
Oh. Wow.
That's all it is. Your calculator actually has a symbol for it. If you ever wanted to force radian, you could do that too. You know how we force degree? You could force radian doing the same thing. Yeah. Okay. Questions, concerns, complaints?
I have a question, but it's on like the.
Okay. All right. So don't forget. I think that's the last of it. Like and subscribe, right? I better see a whole bunch of. Oh my goodness! Everyone's gonna.